So Miami and Boston. Who do you guys have in that series? I mean, me personally, I have Miami because I've already picked Miami. I'm sticking with them. But I think I'm picking Miami more because of experience. Because I think that Iguodala and Jimmy Butler bring something to the table that Boston doesn't have. Especially Iguodala.
What does Jimmy bring to the table that Jason Tatum and Brown haven't brought to the table?
Experience.
Experience where?
He's a dog, man.
He is a
I
dog.
would take him on my team any
Tatum
day.
and Brown have been to an ECF before Jimmy Butler. They've been there before. They played LeBron. So they played the number one guy. They played him before.
Took him to 7.
They played Giannis twice already. They played guys.
You're right
before.
about that, but Iguodala's made 5 straight finals.
No, I wasn't even talking about.
Yeah.
You got.
But
the
Jimmy Butler,
part.
look, Jason Tatum, everybody's putting him in like the superstar category. A lot of people are right now. Mm-hmm. But I think what's going to prove it to me is what he's going to do against Jimmy Butler. Because Butler's going to take on the challenge to guard him.
You think
without
Jimmy's
a doubt.
check him?
And if Jimmy checks him and Tatum struggles, then we'll kind of see where Tatum is at right now. Okay. If Tatum goes off, then we'll see, he is the real deal, and he's the future for real. But I got Miami. Okay. I just think their three-point shooting, I think, like, crazy. Out of all the teams that are still left in the playoffs, they're first in percentage, and I think they're first in attempts. Their defense is phenomenal. They're great defensively.
Absolutely.
Bam Adebayo, I think he's going to abuse Tice down low. I think he's going to abuse Tice down low. And you just got a bunch of guys like Duncan Robinson, Goran Dragic has scored, Tyler Hero. And these guys, they might not be the best of defenders, but they all play and hustle extremely hard, especially Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is really he's a dog too.
He's a shot hitter.
Miami just has a bunch of dogs, and I think Boston, their dog, legitimate dog, is Marcus Smart. Outside of that, there's nobody else that really hustles as hard as people that Miami they're going to hustle.
And I feel like a couple of those Boston guys are coming into their own a little bit. Like, I think Jaylen Brown can get like that. I think Jason Tatum can get like that, but they're not there yet. And you mentioned Jimmy Butler. He's going to step up and get in Jason Tatum's face, and it's really going to show you what kind of guy Jason Tatum is. Is he going to accept that challenge and go right at him, or is he going to shy away? And I also love that you brought up Bam Adebayo. I think he has been the X factor for them all postseason long. His defense on Giannis in the last round was the biggest difference in the series, in my opinion. He is one of the only guys in the league that can match up head-to-head with Giannis. And I think that, like you mentioned, there is nobody in the Celtics organization that can guard Bam Adebayo except maybe Taco Fall. And he's only going to be out there.
He's a -3 for his playoff career.
It's tough because Miami is going to be a challenge, but here's the thing. Toronto, I feel like this right here, this series is going to be a Kemba Walker series. And why I say that is because Toronto played a little bit of a boxing one on Kemba, and Kemba's not going to see defenders because Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala, Jimmy, they're going to be busy with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're going to be busy. So you got guys like Tyler Hero, which, no offense, he's a good offensive player. I'm talking about defense here, though. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Goran Dragic. You got guys like that guarding Kemba. Kemba, this got to be really your time where you got to really – because these aren't Kyle Lowry's, who we all know he's a pit defensively. These aren't Fred VanVleet. These are guys you can really exploit on the offensive end. You can really turn it around, get open shots for that. And you said he's going to abuse Tice. Tice was second in the league in defensive real plus minus, so he's not like no scrub defensively. You're acting like that's going to end – you said Jimmy's going to check Jason Tatum. Yeah, he's right. But Marcus Smart is also going to check Jimmy Butler. And Marcus Smart, we all know, is probably one of the best defensive guards in the league. So that's going to be a challenge for Jimmy. I'm hoping Smart can disrupt and become that pesky guy. Sort of like a better Pat Bev. He could just annoy Jimmy Butler, get him out of his rhythm, cause him to make some turnovers. But definitely Boston has to control the three-point line and make sure Miami is not hitting their shots, or it's going to be ball game. I got Boston in 6.
I agree with what Rich said.
Boston.
What's the thing is that you talk about that individual matchup between Marcus Smart and Jimmy Butler, but Miami passes the ball. They're second in assists, so they're not an unselfish team.
Absolutely.
I think Boston is more kind of like ISO-oriented. They ISO way more than Miami. Miami's going to spread the sugar. Everybody's going to get a little taste of the basketball. Everybody's going to get a little taste, and that's why they create so many shots. And I know that number about Tice, it surprised me. I didn't think he was.
You didn't know
good.
that?
Nah,
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
But I still based off what my eyes tell me, I think Bam's just gonna abuse him in that matchup.
Well, Miami is not going to be able to play zone like they usually do because they're one of the teams in the league that use zone the most. They're the most zone usage team in the league. And with a team like Boston, you're not going to be able to use zone. So it's going to be interesting to see what their 5-man lineup is at the end of fourth quarters, late in time. Who's going to check who? Who's going to check Brown? We know who's going to check Tatum. But who's going to check Brown? Who's going to check Kemba? So it's really good for me. Miami, I'm just interested to see the matchups and how they're going to defend. But I know Bam is going to be there down low because Tice isn't really a threat on offense aside from them lobs they like to throw. So it's just definitely going to be interesting to see the matchups.
That's my biggest concern, and it's been my concern for the Celtics all season long, and they've made it this far, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But they have nobody down low. Daniel Tice is solid defensively, and Cantor is solid offensively, but they're both
There's a reason why he doesn't play.
They're both such liabilities on the opposite end. Yeah. If they could combine those two, they win the Eastern Conference with no problem, in my opinion. But they just have no presence down low. When they have Tyson, they have a slight presence defensively, but he's a net negative offensively, and the other way around with Cantor.
Can't Tice shoot?
Like,
what's his 3-point percentage? Because I've seen him make a couple.
I don't even see him stretch out there. I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
That might have been Aaron Baines.
Yeah, Baines is the shooter. Aaron's because Tice doesn't go out there like ever. He usually hovers around the paint, and they'll occasionally throw him a lob or two.
He's just kind of like dead weight offensively.
Yeah, offensively,
he's there.
If they could swap out Cantor on offense and then timeout and then call Tice and bring him in every time, it'd probably do that.
But also, I think another X factor that Miami has for them is that they have a way deeper bench. Boston plays 6 guys, then it's like Ojale and Wanamaker.
No, they'll play Grant Williams before they play Ojale. It's like 6.5 guys.
Grant Williams, I think he's a great defender. I think he could turn into that legitimate small ball 5. Yeah. But he just doesn't have a shot. He just can't
right
shoot
now, it's not. I mean, Gordon Hayward is coming back eventually, so you got another guy.
Is he coming back this series?
No, it's this series. I think they said game 2 or game 3. But he's coming back, and he hasn't touched the basketball in a very long time. So I think they're going to play him off the bench because if you're bringing him back. You're taking Smart's minutes away, and he's been really, really good.
He's the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, so he's like the Draymond. So, you got to keep him.
Exactly.
So, but Hayward is another versatile wing that can get his shot, create for others, and play a little defense. So you got another guy coming back. So it's really – I think this is going to be a pretty – you know what? I'm going to change my pick. Celtics in 7. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, who do you have?
I'm going to go Heat in 6. I think the most important thing is just the presence down low, just because, I think they're going to work inside through Bam Adebayo mostly, but they're going to work inside, work it through the paint, and kick it out to their shooters. And it's not going to be about individual matchups. It's just going to be about they're going to have to double down onto Bam because I don't think they could defend him one-on-one. And then who are you doubling off of?
I don't think you double Bam yet. I think you let game 1 flow. Let us see how it's looking. If he's just dominating him, then it's like, all right, we got to make some adjustments. Well, I think one-on-one, I don't think he's going to get dominated because not like Bam is nice. Don't get me wrong. He's a guy who can go inside and out, but that's not their game. Like you said, they're a passing team. So they're not going to just, he has ISO. He has the mismatch. We're going to just give him the ball. No, Miami's a team that just spreads the sugar, love to move the ball regardless of who's guarding who. They love to pass it around. So I think that's going to benefit Boston in a way because it's not going to be such a big mismatch with Tice guarding Adebayo. But, yeah, if he's killing him, you got to make some adjustments.
My big concern for the Heat is that a lot of their talent is youth. Like Bam Adebayo has not been here. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, all of those guys play big roles for this team, and they haven't been here. So if those guys don't step up in this Eastern Conference Finals, it's curtains. It's done.
Dragic is
That's where
well
guys
too.
like Jay Crowder, Iguodala, and Butler come in.
Dragic too.
Yeah, Dragic too. But I don't think what's his playoff experience like because he
been
didn't have none in Phoenix.
He's been balling as of recently. He played with Miami when they lost to Philly in 5. So I think that's about it though.
So JC, who do you have?
I got Boston in 7 too.
My guy.
I got Heat. I got
You're a hater, bro. I swear.
I got the Heat in 7.
Ridiculous.
I really believe in the Heat this year. Even though, before the year started, I didn't care about them at all.
You did not at all.
I was laughing at Bam Adebayo before the season.
Really?
Because I didn't think he was going to take this leap.
I didn't either.
I thought he was good. I didn't think he was going to go crazy. But yeah, this was a pretty impressive leap. I thought he should have won MIP. That's just me though.
Hello guys, you just watched a clip from Pick a Side. If you like our content, please like and subscribe and share our content across every platform. It helps us grow. Thank you for watching and see you later.